0.01 seconds faster than Usain Bolt at his age. That's our news headlines for today, March 26, 2025. And this is Adventist Radio London.
And every part of my body was in place, and anything I appreciate. Don't ever
Is the mic showing on the screen? Yeah, it is.
fall down on my face.
Oh, that one's okay. You guys listen to that.
Just smile on my face. With the sunshine and the rain. Thank you for joy. It's a beautiful day.
Zoom it in so it's just so easy. Is that right?
Don't pass it by. Let us die.
Bring it back up, then press the loud one.
It's a beautiful body's not the shadow that then I will feel lonely, won't be this way. And I see the clock ticking away, and being on not in place. Everything in life happens for a reason. Disappointment comes with a lesson. So we to get wiser, got to get harder. It means it's okay.
Things can only get better. Thank you, Jermaine Edwards, for that reminder. Things can only get better. It is a beautiful day. Hey, okay, so just to talk a little bit about the new shell. Chewing gum. Do you chew gum?
I not very often like I used to.
Not as often as you used to. Is that because, why? Because you think it's dangerous?
No, because I don't have.
Because your mama don't buy it?
Yeah.
Oh, what a mean mother you have. No, I just growing up, my father did not allow us to. I guess my father's way ahead of his time, knowing of these microplastics.
Wow.
How come they just, I knew from a child that there's something wrong with chewing gum. It just, so now they're finding out that it's something. So they're not sure whether it's bad for you or good for you, but if you're chewing plastic, so it's not the smallest of plastics. There's another one that's smaller than it. So now they are going to do all this, these tests and all of that to really see how bad it will be. But I want to know, is it where they're going to take it off the market altogether? Or are they going to treat it like they treat alcohol and cigarettes and whatever, and just put, it can kill you, and then let you choose kind of thing? Because chewing gum and stuff like that usually targets children.
Yeah, a lot of children.
So how are you going to put that and package that for a child to be okay with it? Like, for a child to choose. Are you going to let the child, let the mother then say, whatever my child is, when they ask for it, it's not good for you, so let's just leave it alone? How do you convince a child? Because when it comes to cigarettes, you have to be an adult to be able to buy it. Alcohol, you have to be an adult to be able to buy that also. Then chewing gum,
if the child is already addicted to it, how will you?
And then to get them off, it's gonna be something, which means it's probably just gonna be one of them ones that gets covered up and just gets thrown down, and then we just leave it. We're already too far gone. Josephine's come, she's in the house, and am I not happy? So if you want to go and see how we're hanging out, you can actually go on to Instagram, because the Instagram's up right now. And we have Dawn that will be coming in very soon as well to come, and we'll hear from her. Hey Dawn, just say hi.
Hi everyone, hi girls, hi Josephine, hey Tammy.
Hey, so that's your auntie Dawn.
Oh,
Say hi.
hi.
Hey.
Okay, Dawn, we'll have you on real soon. So the next story I have here is about this young guy. He's 17. He lives in Australia.
Yeah.
So he's the African guy. I guess he was born in Australia and everything, but he is actually already breaking Usain Bolt's records at 17. Yes. But that's what it is when it comes to sports, isn't it? You don't stay in that by yourself forever.
Yeah.
There's always somebody younger that's gonna come and be able to, break your
Yeah.
records and, do all those things. So actually, Usain Bolt even commented and said, what did he say? Usain Bolt says he reminds me of the younger me. So he
Wow.
reminds me of me at that age. I guess, the guy's drive and his design is craving to actually do really well.
Yeah.
So in the next few years, Australia probably will have, the next Usain Bolt. Let me see, okay, who is with me on Instagram real quickly. Annette says chewing gum is not good for us because the brain thinks that food is going into the stomach and produces acid to digest the food. I've heard that actually. As you chew, the stomach's waiting on something to digest.
Yeah.
Because it thinks that, oh, there's food. So then, but all that's going down there is just air.
Yeah.
So the air's going down is digesting air, which is not possible. So then it just does not work out, and then you end up with all sorts ulcers and whatever it is.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, before I go over to Dawn, I do need the answer to my question. There's some real good books over there that Ray of Hope has shown us, really good books, about 5 options you have. Basically, who's Lot's father? Dawn, do you know who Lot's father was?
I asked mommy and she didn't know, so that was my go-to. That was my ask a friend.
Okay, that's it. I'm allowing people to go on and find out
On Google.
on Google. So, and the first person to go find it gets to choose from one of these really good books that, let me see if I can. Okay, so the Big Four, Secrets to a Thriving Church Family, and what's this one? God's Book of Wisdom. Doesn't want more wisdom, I tell you. And Family Faith, Experiencing Love, Contagious Joy, and Jesus at Home. Oh, wow. I like that. And then there's Come to the Quiet with Jim Homburger. The story. Okay, the stories Escape to God left out, and Escape to God is a really good one. But the book from Jim Homburger that I have is Empowered Living. Love that book. I could read it over and over and over again. Okay, Inspiration said he said it, but oh, Nahor. Nah, his father is not Nahor. His father is not Nahor. It's the other brother. The other brother is Lot's father. Google it. Google, and you will find out who Lot's father is. All right. So a little bit more of a beautiful day, Dawn, and then it's your turn. All right. Just a little bit more, and then we'll come and we'll have the red light moment with Dawn.
And I'll sit down, we got our lives on everything you right, and it's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. But I thank you for every situation. You made me.
Oh yes. Oh my, it's hard to be grateful for the bad friends. Thank you, realize, for the good and bad friends. Okay, so you went to the other brother. Okay, you did. Yes, yeah, inspiration. Absolutely. Yeah, it was Haran. It was Haran. He only had two brothers. It was Haran and Nahor. So if it's not Nahor, then it definitely is Haran. Thank you so much. So Lot's father is Haran. Lot's father is Haran. Haran. If you wait, so you get to choose which book you'd like. Is it Come to the Quiet, Family, Faith, and Experiencing Love, Contagious Joy, and Jesus at Home? Oh, wait, let me grab this mouse. Or do you want God's Book of Wisdom or the Big Four, Secrets to a Thriving Church Family? You can choose one. And then I'm sure we have your address, but just to be sure, you can send it to us via the WhatsApp as well, so we can get you that book. Dawn, your turn, girl. How you doing today?
I'm good, actually, not bad. So tonight's red light moment is a feeling that I had last month. So last month I was so blessed to see a milestone birthday, my 60th birthday, and I was blessed not only with having lots of friends there and people that I wanted to just chart that time and that journey with, and they were so generous and gave me, amongst some gifts, they gave me lots of flowers till I was thinking, oh my days, this is going to be like the botanical gardens, where am I going to put them all? So I was on my way to mommy's before going to church, so I had put some in the boot. So I was rushing, as I normally am, to mommy's to try and get there before going into church. And I noticed a lady that was walking with her head down. And I normally try to say good morning to whoever comes in my eyesight as I'm, going about my daily business. So, but as I said, she wasn't really focused on me. So I had to make an effort and say, good morning, how are you? And she looked up and smiled. And then she said, oh, actually, I'm not doing too great. She said, but it's really nice that you stopped and said, good morning. And she said, that's lifted my spirits. And I said, oh dear. So I said, well, that's good. I'm glad I was able to, make you feel a little better. And so I said, oh, and she said, oh, where are you going? So I said, oh, I'm on my way to see my mum. And then I'm going to go to church. And then she said, on a Saturday. So I said, yes. And I explained, that I'm an Adventist and all the things. And then she said, oh, I go to church on a Sunday. So I said, oh, that's good. Well, I hope you get your blessing tomorrow and you will feel, that much more with your spirits lifted. And she thanked me and then she left. And as I opened the boot, I realized that I had all these flowers in. So I thought, oh, the Spirit said to me, gift the blessing that you had and bless somebody else. And so I called out to her and she turned and came back, and I said, oh, I just want to make your day and give you some of my birthday flowers. And she said, oh no, it's your birthday flowers, I can't do that. So I said, no, I want to make your day a bit brighter. And as the song said, things can only get better. And so I gave her the flowers, and she was so overwhelmed. And she hugged me and said, "Thank you so, so much." So I just wanted to say, sometimes it's just the little things that can brighten up someone's day. We don't know what they're going through. Sometimes people don't know what we're going through, and we've got a sad face on. So, when someone, says a kind word or even just stops to talk to you, it makes a big difference. And so, yeah, I blessed her with the flowers, but she doesn't know that she blessed me even more by knowing that I made somebody feel a bit better on the day. So, yeah, that text that says, "Love thy neighbor like thyself," definitely is one that we should try to endeavor to do every day.
Lovely, because it's your birthday, and you can't say, "I'm going to keep all these flowers, they're mine." People were giving me my flowers while I'm still here, but to choose to share them with somebody else, that was actually really beautiful, really, really beautiful. And I pray that God will bless you, Dawn.
Thank you.
Come
But
out
it was
here.
beautiful to see her smile as well. That made my day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it made your day even. And that's why, one thing I noticed some people doing nowadays as well is on their birthday, instead of having a party, when I was in Guyana, I saw them do that. They would buy all the cake and food and take it to the orphanage, and they would celebrate their birthday by feeding the orphans. I started seeing that being done. I thought it was pretty cool.
Mm.
So that's you, huh?
Well, yeah, I like to share. And definitely, I like to share, especially cake. Ray will tell you that one, and Josephine. So that would be something that is nice. I mean, I have done the food bank, and that's a joy as well. To be able to serve really, and be able to give something back, and just take. I think if nothing else, it takes your mind off of what you might be going through.
True. True. Well, thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you so much for coming and lightening up our day. You do like to share. We can tell you come and you share these stories, and they really leave something with us every evening. So we're forever grateful. Thank you so much. And today's Wednesday? So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, huh?
Yes, I will. See you soon.
All right, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
You like that?
It's a beautiful day. Dentist Radio London, inspiration for the soul.
We are coming to the end. Yvonne's just come on and she's apologizing for missing the trivia. Hey, Yvonne, listen. And it was such an easy one, girl. And I have some good books, really, really, really good books that you've missed out on. But I'm sure there's tomorrow, because I had another trivia that I didn't get to ask. So that one's yours for tomorrow. And the books we have are Come to the Quiet, Jim Hamburger. Lovely. Family Faith, Experiencing Love, Contagious Joy, and Jesus at Home. And then we have God's Book of Wisdom, which Ian's chosen. Hey, Ian, I'll have this one ready for you. You'll have this one by early next week. And then we have the Big Four, the Secrets to a Thriving Church Family. That's how good the books are that we have coming up on the drive as the days go on. But hey, it's already 8 minutes to us stepping away, Shell. Thank you so much for choosing to come with me instead of staying and playing volleyball or badminton, and for coming to let us know what you like more about England. So do you actually, before we go over all together, So which do you prefer? Not just the weather,
Okay.
England or Guyana?
Oh, that's kind of a tricky question.
It's a tricky question. Because they're so different, huh?
Yeah, because
But what's the
England
school
have
like?
different weather, while Guyana have only like
Just one.
just
Actually,
one.
two, rain
Yeah,
and sun, rain and
yeah,
sun.
that's
But
it.
but school, how different is school?
The children are different. The rules, some of the rules,
Rules are different.
yeah, and the school is kind of strict with
Which one's
bullying
stricter?
because this school,
They're stricter here
yeah,
than in Guyana.
yeah, because at school they fight in Guyana at my school they fight, they bully, all of that. But here
And that was a Christian school as well.
yeah, but this Christian school
You
now,
don't get that.
yeah, you don't have bullies in this
So you're
school.
more comfortable here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us. And people will get to hear, you know, my guys, my children's story as they grow up and feel like
Yeah.
sharing a little bit more here or there. You'll be able to get it, and they will come with me whenever I feel like I'm gonna be alone. And I all I did was mention being here. She chose to come, but it is time for us to go into amazing love as we close off and we have our take no thought moment. It is definitely Adventist Radio London, because only here do we have all this lovely programming for you.
Because you are forsaken.
So there'll be nothing to discuss. We'll just go straight.
You
To finish, we just finish off.
experience
Because
you died.
I am Tamara Lawrence with your Take No Thought for this evening. God's people were living in a jump in, jump out relationship with Him. Their decision to be faithful was generally dependent on who their leader was. The leader of 40 years, a nice guy called Othniel, had died, and they could really feel the loss. Bit by bit, they could feel the lack of direction, the loss of leadership, the emptiness of having no clear vision. Slowly but surely, they began wandering away from God. Before they knew it, it was an entire year they had been slipping away. And then that became 2. And the next thing they knew was that they had adult children who they had not even raised in the fear of the God of their people, the one God, the faithful God. In that time, a neighboring king had stepped in and began implementing his rules, enforced the worship of his God and his way of life. It was all different from theirs, but sadly they followed. It was comfortable, I guess. But after around 18 years, they'd had enough. They wanted to get back to their first love. They began finding ways and means to meet and talk about how this could happen. Yes, that's what it was. They did hear that if they only prayed and turned from their sinful ways, then God would sort of be summoned and they'd be heard by Him and be rescued. That's what they were going to do. The plan was in full effect. They were all now going to go back to their God. They were going to call on Him with all their hearts, and they would allow Him to keep His promise, which said, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, I'll forgive their sins, and I'll heal their land. And that's what they did. And God did just that. He sent them a leader who then came in and delivered them. Their land was safe, and they were again living a great life, a free life, a life full of purpose, protected by their God. My friend, this story of the ancient people of Israel is one that shows unconditional love. Sometimes they would Every time they would call in God, no matter how far they had strayed away, he would always send them a deliverer. That God is no different today. He's asking that we, no matter how far, no matter how far, no matter how far we think we have gone, we only need to apply that same verse to humble ourselves, pray, turn from our sins, and let him fulfill his duties as our Savior. Friends, take no thought. Call in God and let him come in and heal your pain, heal your land, be your Savior. This is The Drive. That's Take No Thought. And I'll see you again tomorrow. You died and rose again.